Good afternoon, dear students. My name is Keti, and I'm an English teacher in the secondary municipal school Mircea in Prilep. Today, we're going to talk about vocabulary because words are important. I just want to remind you that in the previous class, we actually talked about family members, and family ties. So, we're going to start with an exercise. What you can see on your screen are 6 sentences, and in each of them there is phrasal verb that is in bolded letters. And just below these sentences, there are 6 more words, and I want you to try to match the phrasal verbs that are given with their meaning. So I'm going to read the sentences for you. My great-grandfather passed away in 1980. These books were passed down to us by our ancestors. His parents broke up when he was 7. Where was she brought up? We looked up to our mother when we were young. The children always turned to their grandmother for advice. So what you can do is take your time, pause the video, do the exercise, and then you may check your answers. As passed away should be matched with the E answer, that is died. Correct answer in the second sentence, passed down, was C or given. The third sentence, broke up or break up, means to separate. Brought up or raised. Looked up to or admired. And the last one, turned to or asked. Well, for the next exercise, we are going to see 8 different sentences here. And in the instructions, it says, complete the sentences using 2 of the words in each group. So just in case, I tried to explain the words just to make sure that you do understand the words. Honest is the first word. So what you have first is the way how you pronounce it. As a word, it's an adjective and it means truthful and sincere. Reliable, also an adjective, means consistently good in quality or performance, or able to be trusted. Reasonable, also an adjective, means having sound judgment or to be fair and sensible. Now, here's the sentence. Peter is very blank and always tells the truth. He is also blank because he always does what he promises. Now think of which 2 out of these 3 words are correct answers for the sentence. Okay? Well, yes. The first word would be honest. Peter is very honest and always tells the truth. And the second word is reliable. He is also reliable because he always does what he promises. Okay? The next group of words is engaged, which means having formally agreed to marry. Divorced means no longer married because the marriage has been legally dissolved. And married, that is 2 people united in marriage. Okay? So the sentence is, Paul and Claire got blank at a party last week and they're getting blank next December. Okay, so take your time. This one is easy. The first one should be engaged and the second is married. So Paul and Claire got engaged at a party last week and they're getting married next December. Okay, the next group of words, fond, an adjective, which means having an affection or liking for. The second word is keen, also an adjective. This is a British word meaning having or showing eagerness or enthusiasm. And interested, adjective, which means showing curiosity or concern about something or someone, having a feeling of interest. The sentence is, I am very of my extended family, but I'm also cap on family get-togethers. Well, in this case, in the future, it would be a good idea to pay attention of the prepositions that are given, like of and on, okay? So the correct answers are fond, because the phrase is always used as fond of and keen on. So I'm very fond of my extended family, but I'm not keen on family get-togethers. Okay? Well, I'm sure that you already know these words. Elderly, when you talk about people, means old or aging. And middle-aged, when we usually talk about people or about person between 45 and 65. And young, meaning having lived or exist for only a short time. Well, the sentence is, Sunday was boring. We spent it with our, what kind of grandparents? And our parents. Very easy. Well, the answer should be elderly grandparents and middle-aged parents. Okay? In this group of words, we have look, take, and resemble. And you skip explanations in look and take because you already know them. But pay attention in the sentences when they're used as part of a phrasal verb. Resemble, on the other hand, is a verb, which means to have similar appearance to or qualities in common with someone or something, or to look or seem like. Well, here is the sentence. Who do you think your children will after, and will they like you? And of course, the correct answers are take after. Who do you think your children will take after? Will they look like you? Okay. The next group of words we have meta, which is the reason for something, pain, worry, or a problem. Mind, which is a verb, means to be distressed, annoyed, or worried by. And object, which is a verb here, means say something to express one's opposition to or disagreement with something. Let's take a look at the sentence. I, to my stepfather giving me advice, but when my mother tells me, I don't. Okay? Correct answer is one object and the second mind. I object to my stepfather giving me advice, but when my mother tells me, I don't mind. Okay? Two more groups of words. Arrogant is the first one. It's an adjective, which means having or revealing an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or abilities. Easygoing, also an adjective, which means to be relaxed and tolerant in attitude or manner. And scruffy, which is also an adjective, but means shabby and untidy or dirty. Well, the sentence is, Grandpa is very and fun-loving, and he always dresses in what kind of clothes? Okay. So the first answer should be easygoing. Grandpa is very easygoing and fun-loving, and he always dresses in scruffy clothes. Okay. This is the last group of words. Grandparents, in-laws, and twins. Okay, I know that you know what grandparents are, but anyway, parents of one's father or mother, that would be grandmother or grandfather. In-law or in-laws, it is a noun, which means a relative by marriage, and twins, noun, one of the children or animals also born at the same birth. Okay? Your parents' parents are your, and your husband's parents are your, and of course, the first answer is grandparents. So your parents' parents are your grandparents, and your husband's parents are your in-laws. Okay, one more, but this one might take more time. So let me explain first. The instruction is to complete the sentences with these words. All right, let me give you the sentences first. You have 10 sentences and 10 words. I'll give you all the answers afterwards. And the words are compliment, diary, divorce, family, love, married, pieces, secret, sympathy, and visit. Okay, so let's read the sentences first. Jack keeps and writes all important events in it. Charlene fell to blank when Paul broke up with her. Do you want to get in a church? Is it true that 2 out of 3 married couples get? He paid her blank because she looked nice. I don't want to have until I earn enough money. Martha can't keep so don't tell her anything. Let's pay Uncle Bruce what? Tomorrow? We haven't seen him for ages. Claire seemed to fall in with somebody new every week, and I have a lot of what? For those people who were involved in the accident. Okay, so as I said, it might take some time, so don't worry and don't hurry. Take your time. Put your answers on the paper, write them down, and afterwards you may check. Well, here are the answers. Well, the first one is diary. Yes, Jack keeps a diary and writes all important events in it. Charlene fell to pieces when Paul broke up with her. Do you want to get married in a church? Is it true that 2 out of 3 married couples get divorced? He paid her a compliment because she looked nice. I don't want to have a family until I earn enough money. Number 7 is Martha can't keep a secret, so I don't tell her anything. Number 8, let's pay Uncle Bruce a visit tomorrow. We haven't seen him for ages. Claire seems to fall in love with somebody new every week. And the last one, I have a lot of sympathy for those people who were involved in the accident. Well, dear students, I hope we learned everything. We learned something new today. And again, thank you for your attention and have a great day.